Welcome back to the channel. This is Class 2, and today we're taking on one of the biggest topics in contract administration, extension of time. Under the FIDIC Red Book 1999, by the end you'll understand the clause, the deadlines that protect it, and how to actually prove a claim inside Primavera P6. Here's our plan for the class, what an extension of time really is, and why it protects both sides. The 5 grounds under subclause 8.4. The notice rule under 20.1 that can quietly kill a valid claim. How the engineer determines it under 3.5. Concurrent delay, which is where most arguments happen. And then a full worked example, shown step by step in P6. So first, what is an extension of time? In plain terms, it's more time to finish the works without becoming liable for delay damages. It moves the time for completion. On its own, it does not give you money, just time, and it cuts both ways. It protects the contractor from being punished for delays that weren't his fault, but it also protects the employer because it keeps a firm completion date alive. Without it, an employer-caused delay could set time at large, and then there's no date to hold the contractor to at all. Now the clause itself, subclause 8.4. The contractor is entitled to an extension if completion is, or will be, delayed by one of 5 listed causes. Entitlement is measured against the time for completion, and it's assessed by the engineer under subclause 3.5. Throughout this class, I'll use one example project, the Wellmont substation, planned to finish on the 11th of April. Keep an eye on that date, because we're going to watch an extension move it. Let's go through the 5 grounds, one at a time. Ground A variation. This is any change instructed under Clause 13, or any other substantial change in the quantity of work. Extra scope needs extra time, and this is the most common ground you'll use. For example, the engineer instructs an additional foundation that wasn't in the bill of quantities. The extra excavation and concrete push or finish out, and that time is recoverable under 8.4. Ground B, a cause listed somewhere else in the conditions. Several other subclauses expressly grant an extension. Delayed drawings under 1.9. Late possession of the site under 2.1. Fossils and antiquities under 4.24. Ground B is the doorway that pulls all those separate entitlements together. So if the employer hands over the site 2 weeks late under 2.1, that entitlement flows into your extension through 8.4b. Ground C, exceptionally adverse climatic conditions. The key word there is exceptionally. Whether that an experienced contractor would reasonably expect is your risk, and you should have priced for it. Ordinary seasonal rain does not qualify. A genuine 1 in 50-year storm does. To prove it, you baseline the actual weather against historical climate data for that location. Ground D, unforeseeable shortages of personnel or goods caused by epidemic or by governmental action. The test again is that it must be genuinely unforeseeable, not just the result of poor procurement on your side. For example, a government suddenly imposes an export ban that stops your steel shipments. That's a shortage caused by governmental action outside your control, and it falls under 8.4d. And Ground E, any delay, impediment, or prevention caused by the employer. That includes the employer's own personnel and any other contractors he's engaged on the site. This is the broad catch-all for employer-side interference. Classic example, the employer's separate MEP contractor blocks your access to a zone for 10 days. That delay is recoverable under 8.4e. Now, before any of that entitlement means anything, there's a rule you have to respect. The notice rule. Subclause 20.1. You must give notice within 28 days of when you became aware, or should have become aware, of the delaying event. Missed that window, and the time for completion is not extended. Let me say that clearly, because it catches people out. A perfectly valid, well-founded delay can be lost entirely just on the clock. 28 days is treated as a condition precedent. No notice, no time, no matter how strong the underlying cause. So the moment an event hits, you start keeping records. Let's break the timeline down, because there are actually 2 deadlines here, not one. Day 0. the event occurs or you become aware of it. Within 28 days, you serve your written notice of claim. Then within 42 days, you submit the fully detailed and substantiated claim. And after that, the engineer responds under 3.5. Here's the trap. Everyone remembers the 28-day notice. Far fewer remember the 42-day detailed claim that follows it. Miss either one and you weaken your position. Once your claim is in, the engineer has to determine it. That happens under subclause 3.5. Under 3.5, the engineer must first consult with both parties and try to reach agreement. If there's no agreement, he makes a fair determination in accordance with the contract. One important protection: he may increase an extension already granted, but he can never decrease it. And if either party disagrees with his determination, it can be referred onward to the dispute adjudication board under clause 20. Notice what he measures against: the approved baseline, not your latest working program. The baseline everyone signed up to. So how do you actually prove the delay? You need a recognized method, not just an assertion. Impacted as planned, where you insert the delay into the baseline and rate the new finish. Time impact analysis, where you model the event at the moment it struck, or as planned versus as built, comparing what you planned against what actually happened. Whichever you choose, the logic in P6 has to genuinely carry that delay through to completion. And here's the catch: if the delayed activity has float, it might not move the end date at all. And if the end date doesn't move, there is no extension. Alright, let's make this concrete and prove an extension, step by step, in Primavera P6. Step 1. Baseline the program. Go to the project menu and choose Maintain Baselines. Save your approved program as the customer baseline. This locks in your protected finish date, the 11th of April. From now on, everything is measured against this line. Without a baseline, you've got nothing to prove the slip against. Step 2. Insert the delay. You add the employer-caused event into the schedule, or you extend the activity it impacted. In our case, access was blocked, adding 14 days on the critical path. The important part is that you link it with real logic, so the delay propagates forward through the network. Then press F9 to reschedule. Step 3. Read the new finish. And there it is. That 14-day access delay has pushed substantial completion from the 11th of April all the way to the 25th of April. The orange bars on the Gantt are the extension. This is your extension of time, and crucially, it's proven by the schedule logic itself, not by an argument on paper. Step 4. Measure it precisely. Go to View, then Columns, and add the column called Variance Baseline Finish Date. Against our baseline, it reads -14 days. That's the exact number you claim under 8.4. And the beauty of it is the column proves the figure. You're not asserting 14 days, you're demonstrating it. Here's the result laid out. Baseline finish, current finish, and the variance between them all sitting on one line. -14 days at the project level. This is the moment your claim stops being a story and becomes something the engineer can actually determine. Numbers from logic against the baseline. Now for the hardest part of any extension claim: concurrent delay. What is concurrent delay? It's when two delays run at the same time, one caused by the employer, one caused by the contractor, and each of them, on its own, would have delayed completion. So who owns that overlap? That's exactly where the disputes lie. Take an example. The employer is 10 days late releasing a drawing, but in those very same 10 days, your own steel delivery is also late. The end date slips 10 days, but the question is, because of whose delay? The 1999 Red Book doesn't expressly deal with concurrency, so we rely on common practice and case law. A widely accepted position is this: the contractor gets the time, which protects him from delay damages, but he does not automatically get the money because his own delay was running concurrently. Prolongation cost usually requires the delay to be the employer's alone. So remember this: time and money are two separate questions. Winning the extension does not automatically win you the cost. Whatever the situation, your claim is only ever as good as your evidence. Contemporaneous site diaries, dated and specific. A properly logic-linked program with no open ends and no false constraints holding things in place. Photographs, correspondence, delivery records, meeting minutes, and the 20.1 notice served on time and in writing. Remember, an engineer determines on evidence, not on eloquence. Build the file as the event is happening, not months later when memories have faded. Let's recap the whole class in 5 lines. 1. An extension moves your completion date for delays that aren't your fault. Under clause 8.4. 2. There are 5 grounds: variation, other clauses, exceptional weather, unforeseeable shortages, and the employer. 3. You must serve notice within 28 days under 20.1 or you lose it. R. The engineer determines it fairly under 3.5, measured against the baseline. And 5. Time and money are separate, especially where the delay is concurrent. Prove it in P6 with real logic and a baseline variance, and you've turned a complaint into a claim.